What's going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews, and of course you know who I am. I am Mr. Fat Boy, aka the Sharp Dressed Man, aka the Philly Fan. How about my boys last night? Golly, you gotta believe in Jalen Hurts. I told y'all the kid's the real deal. You got amazing personality, amazing leadership, character, and physical ability, perfectly combined into a kid who puts in the work every day like your boy does. I put in the work every day, video every day, except for Sundays where I take off now and try to enjoy some time with my family, because the family is the best thing a man could ever wish for. You don't want to end up, in your life not having a legacy or leaving anything behind. So fight for your family. If you don't got one, it's totally cool. But if you got a family, show them love, be there for them. And that's part of what makes you a man, is having something to work for and strive for, and makes you a better person. So when you're old and you're sitting in your bed and you look up and you say, what have I accomplished? You could have your family staring right back at you, your kids, your grandkids, and saying, look what I left behind. All right, a little bit of a sappiness there, but that's fine. This game got me all excited. I recorded this video right after the game, and I'm just feeling very, 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 very happy. Okay, but if you are new, come on in. Join this Fat Boy family. We love to have you. This is a place where we keep it real, we keep it positive, and I keep it coming. New content all the time, and I'm gonna always deliver whatever you need. Any kind of things you want me to review, just let me know. All right, let's get all up in this review of a fragrance. It's the Flanker, and I'm really excited about it. I didn't have high hopes for this one, but I can't wait to share it with you. And you know how we do it, baby. No edits, no do-overs. All I need is one take, baby, and one take, and I get it right. Fat Boy Fragrance Review starts now. Welcome back. Let's get started. All right, the fragrance we are talking about today is none other than Ralph's Club from Ralph Lauren Parfum. Oh, here's a better look at it. There you go. All right, there's a good look at the bottle. Got that little bit of pop off there, kind of like do the flick like Jeremy used to do with Privé with the, what was that? How was that fragrance called? Carolina Herrera. I don't remember what it's called. Privé, I think it was. You're snapping back and forth. Doesn't do like that. It's got that flash bottle look of the original. I have the original right here. Ralph's Club. This was a 2021 release. We'll kind of be comparing them here a little bit and seeing which one's better, and this one, and see if this one's worth your time. But first, as usual, let's pull up the notes on both of these and compare them. So the original Ralph's Club in 2021, this one right here, had top notes of lavender, clary sage, and cedar in the middle, and vetiver in the base. So this fragrance was kind of like a fragrance I wasn't a huge fan of. All those notes do not excite me at all, but it doesn't really smell that bad. The cedar is what kind of saves this fragrance. That lavender's nice. It gives it almost like a barbershop feel to it. It has a citrus bite to it. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's what I get from this one. Just a good basic fragrance, but the dry down with the vetiver is kind of where I kind of get lost a little bit. It felt a little too simple, but it was fairly popular, and I gave it a solid review. But this one right here, I didn't have big hopes for it, but you know how I always like to buy fragrances. I like to get the new releases so I can let you guys know about them, and also give you a chance to sample them at fatboyfragrance.com, my decant website, where I have a ton of niche and designer fragrances, all for your sampling pleasure. That is fatboyfragrance.com, where the customer is always right. Okay, so here we go. One more good look at the bottle. Ralph's Club Parfum. Let's go ahead and put it in the air. Let's first pull up the notes. I got it right here. So the difference in this one is it does have lavender, it does keep the clary sage, and it does have the vetiver. But they've added a lot more to it. You've got apple in the opening, you have grapefruit in the opening. Two of my favorites, without a doubt, are those two. No doubt, I love these two notes. Then you also have, in the middle, you have geranium and orange blossom to go along with that. I almost dropped it with that clary sage. So some more different notes. Then the bottom, you got your vetiver, patchouli, cedar's been moved to the bottom note, and cashmere. Now, let's go ahead and put it on the skin. See what we get. Let's put it in the air, and I'll give you my full feelings and see if this one gets my full seal approval or not. We'll get out of here. Oh, man. The apple, to me, the apple and the grapefruit elevate this fragrance to a different style fragrance. Makes it more mass appealing, but in a good way. This makes this fragrance, it has that note of lavender in there that gives it a kind of soapy, barbershop, not barbershop, but kind of like a lavender. It's like, it almost feels like it's a clean, fresh, soapy vibe to go with that nice apple bite I get. I love the note of apple in here. Oh, man. This one is more zesty. This one is more fruity. This one is more fresh. This is definitely more mass appealing. This one will be more of a attention getter than the original, no doubt. Is it better than the original? Let's find out. The original, like I said, was just a really kind of basic fragrance. What I like about this one is it starts off really, really hard with that beautiful apple note, but as I wore it during the day, as it started to dry down, it started to develop. It started to be a little, it's more complex than what you think, and you don't expect that out of most designer fragrances. They're kind of linear. They got their high, up front where you get that, they grab your attention, and the middle kind of keeps it going, and the bottom you got either a nice little woody or vetiver base note, and it works. But what I've learned with most of these, I think we lost our light. So let me turn this up. Hold on, no edits, baby, no edits. There we go. Let me make sure it's bright enough. Yeah, that'll work. So, what I've learned with these, no edits, baby. The light goes out, we keep going. What I've learned with these fragrances is sometimes it's okay to be basic and linear as long as you smell good. But sometimes it is good to be a little more complex because it lets you enjoy the fragrance. It allows it to stand out. And this one I feel like stands out. Yeah. Is it better than the original? I think they both smell really good. I think the original to me smells a little bit better, but not by a lot. Because I think maybe it has a little too much added to it. I wish they would have removed the vetiver completely. I think that dry down I'm not a big vetiver guy, and that dry down kind of gives it a little griminess that I really don't like. But overall, it's a very pleasing scent. All right, so let's find out if this one is going to be better than the original, and see if it gets my full seal approval. First of all, performance. The original was okay performing. I would say 4 hours, 3 hours, maybe. It's a skin scent after that. This one, I can honestly say, with a Parfum concentrate, I'm getting 6 hours easy. So I think it does perform better than the original, no doubt. So check the box for that. Does the wifey like it? She didn't like the original. She doesn't like this one. I didn't garnish a compliment with this one, but I did with the original. But that's a toss-up. It's really hard to pick on just one compliment versus none. It could just been a bad day. But man, yeah, that vetiver is still rough. Not a big fan of vetiver at the bottom of any fragrance, most likely. I get this Redbrook Parfums, like, PTSD. It just messes with me. But anyways, so this fragrance might be a compliment fact getter. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave the box. I'm gonna leave it blank for now. I'm gonna give it a check and an approval for performance. I'm gonna leave it blank for actually compliment factor, compliment getter. All right, third box. How much do I highly recommend this one, and how close is it, or is it better than the original? I do like this fragrance. I don't love it. I say you sample it. It's not a full bottle just yet. Make sure you like it. If you own the original, I think you might like this one better. If you've never tried it, it might be different for you. It's hard to say. I would sample both of them and see which one you like better. And the difference is the original you can find now on discounted prices, whereas this one still retail most places still. I'm gonna give it, like I said, about a 70% approval. It's a solid fragrance. I like the originality of it. I don't think it's a better flanker. I think it's pretty much a different fragrance from the original, but I still like the smell of the original better because I don't feel like the vetiver is that far accentuated in the original as it is in this one. Alright, that's it. That's all the time I got. 70% of my approval. Worth your time sampling first. Maybe bottle buy worthy. Just depends. It's a maybe. Alright, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay well. Enjoy the rest of your day. And you know what I always tell you, baby, if you smell good and you feel good, then baby, it's gonna be all good. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews is out.